I told you that crashes could be reduced by up to 50% and we could improve mobility at every intersection along Business 60 in Poplar Bluff, I hope you'd be interested. If I said it took a road diet, you'd probably say, what is that? Road diets are used for many different purposes. Sometimes it's to reduce crashes, sometimes it's to slow down speeds. But in the case of Poplar Bluff, we could reduce crashes and improve mobility by reducing the number of features. By taking 2 lanes each way down to 1 lane each way with a turn lane. I can understand this is hard to grasp. It was hard for the traffic engineers that looked into this to grasp. When they first modeled this, they thought, what am I missing? MoDOT traffic engineers reached out to federal highway experts that have successfully done road diets in other states and specifically looked at the geometrics in Poplar Bluff and the traffic flow and said, yes, this would be great. Even then, there was some doubt, so we hired Lockmuller, a company that specializes in traffic, to model the traffic, and the model came back saying the same thing, that you'd reduce crashes significantly. At the same time, you'd improve mobility at every intersection. 5th Street, also known as Ditch Road, 9th Street, and the curve just east of the Black River are the 3 places that would benefit most from a road diet. This is the perfect time to implement a road diet because we have a resurfacing project all along Business 60.
This video is to show how Business 60 in Poplar Bluff is currently operating with its current configuration of 4-lane undivided highway, so 2 through lanes in each direction. And also will show what it will operate as under a 3-lane condition, so 1 through lane in each direction with a center turn lane, and at the signalized intersections have dedicated left turn lanes. So the first part of this video is showing an actual live video recording of what is going on out on 5th Street. So this video is looking east for westbound traffic. It does show roughly about a 14 car queue, or you'd say vehicles stacked up waiting to get a green light at the intersection. And this really is to show that our models are showing exactly what's performing out there, just to make sure we're getting an accurate representation of what people are experiencing. This is showing around 5th and 2nd Street of Business 60. And what it is showing is that that model is accurately representing what is going on in a PM peak hour. Roughly 14 vehicles waiting in line to go through on that westbound movement. So currently the signals at 5th and 9th Street run under what we would call split phasing. And that essentially means that Business 60 movements cannot go together. So the eastbound movement for throughs and lefts cannot go at the same time, or will not have a green at the same time as what westbound would. So one side will go, get a green, yellow, and red, and then the next side will go and get a green, yellow, and red. And then the side street will go. Through Business 60, if you want to make a left turn, you have to be in the left through lane. And once you want to make that left, you have to find an adequate gap, so you have to stop in the left through lane and wait for a chance to make that left. So anyone that's in that left through lane has to stop behind you. The last piece of this video is showing what the roadway would look like under a 3-lane configuration. The signalized intersections will have dedicated left turn lanes for dedicated left turn movements. So what that will do is make it where the Business 60 through movement, so eastbound and westbound, can run at the same time with a green light. That'll provide for longer green times because they can run together and be able to service more through traffic with that longer green time. Also with this configuration, we'll have a flashing yellow arrow, which will make it where the left turns can make a permissive movement and not have to have a dedicated green to make that movement, which will also provide for longer green times for the through, since you don't have to have dedicated green time for those left turns because they make a permissive movement. With these longer green times, that'll make it where we can service more through traffic and essentially not need as many lanes as what there currently is now. And this is actually in the simulation shown to run slightly better and have less wait times at the signals. Also going to a 3-lane section will help the rest of the roadway on Business 60 that it'll have a center turn lane. So at unsignalized intersections, you'll be able to get into that dedicated left turn lane, and the through traffic will be able to continue on, unlike what the current condition is that you would have to stop in that left through lane.